Good morning. This is our Wednesday devotional from Heritage Presbyterian Church for Wednesday, September the 9th, 2020. I'm Mark Plunkett and I'm the pastor. Today let's talk about an amazing miracle, but then of course all miracles in the Bible are amazing. But this one perhaps has special significance that holds on to the imagination, holds on to the hearts of believers everywhere. And it was when the ancient Israelites escaped from Egypt. And they got to what was called the Sea of Reeds, not the Red Sea, but the Sea of Reeds. And they were trapped against that water. They just figured they would just camp there. But God hardened Pharaoh's heart. And Pharaoh, after expelling them from Egypt because of all the plagues that happened, all the plagues that were brought upon the Egyptians, kicked them all out, but then went after them with his army. He was either going to bring them back or slaughter them all. We're not real sure. But of course, when he got there, the ancient Israelites knew that he was coming, and they were terrified. They didn't know what to do. God called to Moses and said, "Hold your staff out." And he held his staff out, and the waters were parted, and the Israelites went through to the other side. And then when the Egyptians tried to follow them, the waters came back and drowned the Egyptian army. I want you to listen to what it says at the end of this account. So the people feared the Lord and believed in the Lord and in his servant Moses. Well, of course they believed then. But what about all the other plagues that those same Israelites saw when they were Hebrew slaves back in Egypt? What about those? What about watching the Nile turn red, or getting so dark that nobody could see even the hand in front of their face except for the Israelites? What about all the plagues that came upon? What about the Passover? It took the slaughter of the Egyptian army right in front of their eyes before these same Israelites believed. They feared the Lord, believed in the Lord, and in his servant Moses. That seems a little incredible to me. But then, of course, it also makes me wonder, what about the miracles that Jesus performed? What about the feeding of the 5,000? Or healing the blind, or enabling the lame to walk? What about the time that Jesus was preaching? He was inside a house and he was so packed in there, nobody could get in. And so this man that was paralyzed, his friends cut a hole in the roof and lowered him down. And Jesus saw their faith and said, "Take up your pallet and walk." And he did. What about miracles like that? They are just as impressive as the ones that God did on behalf of the Israelites way back in the book of Exodus. I mean, after a while, what does it take before people who should know better, believe in the power and the might and the love of God? I mean, what does it take? Does it take a miracle a day before we're going to hang on to it? I think it doesn't speak well of us. It speaks very well of God, but it does not speak well of us. That it seems that the people of God need more miracles in order to convince them to do what it says in the Bible: fear the Lord and believe in the Lord. I think that there are miracles going on every day. I think that there are people that are healed and doctors can't explain it. I think that there are things going on in our society and in nature that can't be explained. I think we've forgotten how to look for these things. They may not be exactly as they were described in the Bible, but folks, there are miracles every single day that are going on all around us. How many do we need to see before we're going to believe? I hope it's not too many. I hope it's not too many, because we have in the Bible literally dozens and dozens and dozens of examples of miracles that God has done on behalf of the people that love him. It shouldn't take continuous miracles before we believe. Amen.